Chrissy Teigen on Thursday took to Instagram with a shot of a memorial ceremony honoring her late son Jack. Teigen, 35, suffered a pregnancy loss a year ago when she was 20 months into her term as she expected her third child with husband John Legend, 42. "Took me a year but finally honored his little spirit with some blessings today," the model/cookbook author wrote. "Hopefully some closure in my heart will happen now. Thank you guys for the kind words. It's a process. XX. In a series of photos, Teigen, who has passed, said she fancies herself half Buddhist, and her family, Legend, children Luna, 5, and Miles, 3, and mother Vilela Teigen, were dressed in all black outfits standing ahead of a table which had on it plants, tables and flowers. The family participated in a solemn cultural ceremony with multiple monks present. Legend was seen holding his hands together in prayer in one of the photos. On Teigen's Instagram stories, she shared a clip in which she prepared for the ceremony with her daughter Luna. Teigen took to Instagram on Tuesday to share an emotional snap from the hospital room with Legend last year. She accompanied the post with a tribute which read, "And to the son we almost had. A year ago you gave me the greatest pain I could ever imagine to show me I could survive anything, even if I didn't want to." She continued, "I didn't get to take care of you, but you came and went to get me to love myself and take care of myself because our bodies are precious and life is a miracle. They told me it would get easier, but yeah, that hasn't started yet. Mom and Dad love you forever." Chrissy was shown laying in the hospital bed with tears running down her face as her musician husband consoled her. On September 30, 2020, Teigen took to Instagram to announce that she and John had lost their baby, days after she was admitted to the hospital with severe bleeding. The model shared the heartbreaking news with a lengthy post and series of images on social media, saying their little boy, Jack, had died following so many complications. Chrissy wrote in her post, "We are shocked and in the kind of deep pain you only hear about, the kind of pain we've never felt before. We were never able to stop the bleeding and give our baby the fluids he needed, despite bags and bags of blood transfusions. It just wasn't enough." The devastating post included 5 black and white photos taken at the hospital, showing Chrissy crying on her bed as well as a shot showing her and John cradling their son. Days prior to her tragic announcement, Chrissy, who conceived daughter Luna and son Miles through IVF with John, revealed she was on serious bed rest due to bleeding and said she was about halfway through her pregnancy, which is around 20 to 24 weeks. A stillbirth is when a baby is born dead at 24 weeks or later. In a heartbreaking addition to the post, Chrissy revealed that for some reason she and John had begun calling their unborn baby boy, Jack, despite only naming their other kids after they were born. She continued, "We never decide on our babies' names until the last possible moment after they're born, just before we leave the hospital. But we, for some reason, had started to call this little guy in my belly Jack. So he will always be Jack to us. Jack worked so hard to be a part of our little family, and he will be, forever. To our Jack, I'm so sorry that the first few moments of your life were met with so many complications, that we couldn't give you the home you needed to survive. We will always love you. Thank you to everyone who has been sending us positive energy, thoughts and prayers. We feel all of your love and truly appreciate you. We are so grateful for the life we have, for our wonderful babies Luna and Miles, for all the amazing things we've been able to experience. losing a baby past 24 weeks is a stillbirth rather than a miscarriage. If a baby dies before 24 completed weeks, it's known as a miscarriage or late fetal loss. Earlier in the night, she took to her Instagram story to lash out at Heather McDonald and others who have attacked her on social media accounts after the comedian called her a hypocrite for recently posting that she doesn't care about looking perfect on Instagram. Before coming to her own defense, the model revealed she may be a little sensitive about the matter since McDonald's critical remarks coincidentally fell on the one-year anniversary of her pregnancy loss. Teigen wrote, "I didn't sleep at all last night, as John, legend, can attest. I was up sick, sobbing, as my phone popped up the memory of being in the hospital exactly 1 year ago, losing our baby. Maybe I'm a little sensitive today but FK off." To conclude her indirect response to Heather, Chrissy wrote, "Why people follow people they hate us, sick, is beyond me." Though it's unclear whether or not McDonald follows Teigen, the comedian did leave her initial criticism in the comment section of the model's Monday Instagram post. Heather appeared to take the most issue with the photograph Chrissy chose to use as proof that she doesn't care about curating her Instagram to be perfection. The portrait in question, which Teigen deemed unflattering, showed her in full glam with her eyes closed and mouth slightly open. "These humble brags of this is an unfiltered picture, so say whatever mean thing you want so people will actually write nice things since I still actually look great as so 3 years ago, Chrissy," wrote Heather. "You know what is curated, you Twitter." After leaving her comment, McDonald reposted it to her own Instagram page, adding, "I cannot take it. Swiparty. I'm just having one of those days where I had to point out the hashtag hypocrite on IG. I can't be the only one that can see through this BS. Prayers for Chrissy that she comes up with some new ideas," concluded the TV personality, who received supportive comments from Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent and more verified Instagram accounts.